Hi guys, it's Crystal. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do an unboxing and setup of the Sawgrass sublimation printer. So I got the Sawgrass Sg400, but it comes with all this stuff in here, which I'll show you in just a second. So when I purchased this kit, it comes with the printer, the ink, and it comes with 110 sheets of the text print R paper that you have to have for this. So let's go ahead and get started. Number one, it looks like there's a little piece here, so we're going to peel that off. And then we're going to peel all these things first, and then we'll get in what all came in the box. So let's go ahead and undo all of these little guys here. So it looks like there's one here. There's one here. So what you want to do, because this side will open, this is where your USB plugs into, or your, to the printer cord, your printer cord to the computer if you need that, as well as your like Ethernet cord. So you just pop that off and that'll come right out. So just in case you're looking for that plug-in, that's where that's at. There's one here. There's one here. There is little pulley tabs like this, so you can just pull them off a lot easier. They're already ready to go for you. It looks like there is one here, which we can lift this to pull those off. So there is one here. All right, and there is one here. And it looks like a little piece of foam that's kind of down in there that needs to come out. Okay, so I think that's everything. And let's see if there's anything in here. This is where our paper is going to go. Looks like that's good. This is going to be your extending arm to hold that paper like that. And this is going to be where your inks are going to go. So like that. So where all of our inks are going to go. And then I'm going to go ahead and turn it to the side. Wherever you're going to put this, you want to make sure it's going to stay. I'll talk about that in a second. But here's where you're going to plug in that main power cord. And then back here, there's a sticky. But I'm going to leave this because this is going to be, if you decide to purchase, it's about 150 or 180, I think, 189. There's going to be an adapter piece that you can have for the bigger paper that you want to print. I believe it's like up to 8.5 by 51 inches. So that's going to go in there. I'm just going to leave that hole covered, so I'm not going to take that off. All right, so we're going to go ahead and flip it around. Now this guy is heavy, so you want to leave it wherever it's going to be. The reason why you want to leave it plugged into the wall, because every time you turn this off, this thing is going to cycle those inks and kind of clean them, and you're going to waste ink. So you really don't want to do that. Okay, so let's go ahead. All right, so let's go ahead and go in what all came in the box. So we're going to do that now. So like I said, you do get the text print R. This is going to be that paper. You get 110 sheets of this. This did ship separate from this because Heat Press Nation included that. So that came from their warehouse, and I believe this came from another warehouse. So those came in 2 different packages. They all come together in this. Then it came with our power cord and our USB cord here. And then it came with some safety instructions in there as well. And then it came with this box here, which is going to be our ink. So it's going to have that installation kit here. So if we open that up, it looks like it came with a printer quick installation guide to kind of give you information how to do that. And it just comes with, so it's pretty big. So it comes with this pretty big paper that's going to show you how to do all this kind of stuff, quick installation. So, but if you purchase this from Heat Press Nation, they do send you an email with all these video clips showing you how to do this. But I thought I would go ahead and do it just to kind of make it, you could just watch this and see how to do it. All right, so now you may want to watch it if you're Windows, because they do have Windows and Mac. So, but I have a Mac and they're showing it in Windows. So inside here, you're going to get your ink. So they come in 4 different cartridges like this. It's going to come in black, magenta, and then it's going to come in cyan, and it's going to come in yellow. And these are 29 milliliters, and the black is 42 milliliters. Now this ink is going to last you a long time, and I think it comes out to be like, every time you print, it's like 50 cents or something, so it's not too bad. And then also in here, it comes with a USB drive. So it comes with that, and I think that's like instructions and stuff as well. So that's pretty cool. So it comes with a USB drive, and that's all that's in there. So we're going to move this out of the way. All right, so the next step that it's saying to do is load the ink cartridges before you plug it in at all, or plug your cord or anything. So what we're going to do is we're going to open our door panel here, just like this. And the first one, so if you look here, hopefully you guys can see this. I'll kind of bring the camera over just a little bit. While we get ready to load these, I'll kind of move the angle here so you can see. So down here you can see the colors here, so like black, the cyan, magenta, yellow, and you're just going to insert them in those slots. So that's step one. So what I'm going to do is we're going to start with the black. So you're just going to open them up. Just like this. And you're going to open these up. You may want to have a pair of scissors handy. And go ahead and just take each one out of the wrapper just like this. Alright, so back over here, what we're going to do is, all we're going to do is insert these. So this is the black one. I'm just going to push it in there. Just like that. And each one has an expiration date. So you need to use them by, this one's July 2020. And then we're going to move on to the next one, which is going to be the cyan. And it also expires, this one expires August 2020. The magenta is August 2020. And then the yellow is August 2020. So just like that. So there they go. So then what you're going to do is just close this door. All right, so the next step, it says you're going to take your power cord and your USB cord. We're going to open those now. Here's our USB. And here is our power cord. So the power cord, it's got a little twist tie here. Just going to undo that. So the first step it says to do is you're going to plug this in the side here. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that now. All right, so we're going to go ahead and plug this in just like that. Make sure it's firmly in there. And then now we want to plug in the USB cord that's going to go to the computer. So you don't want to plug it in the computer yet. You're going to go ahead and get this plugged in, which goes up in here. So you just want to plug that in here, just like that. All right. So we're going to have it just like that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and plug it in and turn the power on. All right, so now I have it plugged into the plug-in. Once you do that, you can, you still haven't plugged it into the computer, you have your USB ready. It's plugged into the outlet. Now we're going to turn the power on by holding it on until it turns blue. So there it is. So the very next step it says to do is plug it into the computer. You just want to take the other end of that USB and plug it into your computer. Okay, so what you want to do is plug in your computer, and once you have your computer have your USB plugged into your computer, what we're going to do is we're going to come to sawgrassink.com. We're going to go to login. We're going to create an account. So what you want to do is go to register here, and now we're going to fill all this information out. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Once you register, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to software downloads and support. We're going to go to download software. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to choose our ink. So the ink that we have is the Sublejet HD. The printer that we have is the Sawgrass Sg400 800. And then the operating system, mine is a Mac. If yours is a Windows, you would choose Windows. All right, and then we're going to choose the correct color type. So what we're going to do is we're going to download, it's just giving us one option, but we're going to be doing for Creative Studio because that's their product. And we're going to hit go. All right, so here we go. So it's going to say thank you for your purchase and getting started, color management download, video resources, problem technical issues. So what we're going to do is go to color management download. And we're going to choose the SG400 800. So once you hit download, it's going to jump right up here and start the downloading. We have about 11 seconds left. All right, so now we're going to double click on that. And it's going to start the download process. All right, so what we're going to do is we can drop those into applications here. So once we do that, now what I can do is exit out of that. We're going to drop this down. We'll go ahead and click on this. Alright, so once we do that, this is going to pop up. What we're going to do is scroll down to the bottom. We're going to go ahead and hit agree. Now when you download this on a Mac, you may have to go into your settings and approve it because your Mac may try to block it because it's from an unidentified sender. Alright, so now what we're going to do is select a printer and we're going to choose the SG400. Alright, it says welcome to the Sawgrass Maverick Driver Installer. Welcome to the printer driver installation program. You'll be guided through this. So you're going to hit continue. We're going to hit continue and we're going to hit agree. This will take about 7.6 megabytes of space on your computer. So we're going to hit install. We're going to hit enter our password. Alright, it was installed successfully. We're going to hit close. Alright, so let's go ahead and go see if our printer shows up now. So we're going to go to System Preferences. We're going to go to Printer and Scanners. And let's see if it'll open now. Alright, so we just hit Add. And it's setting up the device. Alright, so now it's there. So now you can see where it says Sawgrass Sg400. Alright, so here we go. So let's see what now all we gotta do is exit out of here. So our printer is there. The next thing that you have to do within 5 days, you want to register this program. So you want to double click that again. You may have to click the little rocket ship, come back over to that, and you want to click on it again. And then it'll go through the process, and then it'll show you to register. You'll have to click register. You'll get a registration code. You'll come back, put it in there. It'll make sense once you click on it, but I already did that. I was putting in private information, so I didn't want to share that. But I did want to mention. Alright, so once we get everything set up, the next thing we do, and this is how you're going to go into Creative Studio. So you're just going to come back to Sawgrass Ink, make sure you're signed in, and click Creative Studio. You're going to click Access Cricut Creative Studio. Once you have everything downloaded and you're registered, you should be able to just use it. So we're going to say Launch. Alright, and it's going to say select product area, and then now this one. So this will pop up right away, and you can come here so you can tell what you're doing. So blank design canvas, or you can say alphabet letters, baby and toddler, and it'll bring up some designs and stuff. I haven't played with this too much, but we'll get into that here in just a minute. Like I said, this was just a basic setup. Once you get here, that's what you would do. You can click on that, or you can exit it. You can click products that you're going to work on. We'll get more into this later on, but let's see, bags and wallets. You can click on bags, then you can click on what you're working on. Say you're working on a backpack, so you'd click that. You could choose the size, say that I'm fine with that, and there it is. So this is our area for us to design on. So it works just like that, but we're going to get into this next. So this is going to be the next video we're going to work on and talk about how this is going to be. It's going to be similar to kind of like Cricut Design Space. If you've already worked with something like that, or a silhouette or something, it's just going to be like that. So it's just going to be a whole other program that we got to kind of learn to work with. So we're going to do that in our next video. So what we're going to do is I'm going to bring you back down here. So once you have everything downloaded, everything set up, everything's ready to go, this is just going to say ready. Now what this is, these little bars here, those are your ink colors, so you can see that this is the black, obviously each color, and your bar is completely full, so it'll tell you where your ink is at, so you can keep an eye on that. This right here is going to be, this is your drop tank, so I'll show you that here in a minute. I'll open that up and show you that. There's going to be this tank well that's going to grab the excess ink when it's cleaning the heads or whatever. It's going to dump it in that, and you'll have to replace that. So once that gets completely full, it'll tell you that you need to replace those, and I think those are about $30. But I think it lasts a long time. Like, could be a couple of years. I don't really know. I think it's a long time, especially if you're not using this super crazy a lot. The buttons that you have here is job reset, form feed, Like I said, it's going to show you your colors. It tells you that it's ready to go. You have an up arrow, down arrow, menu, escape, enter, and then your power button. And now if this is on, that's going to alert us that there's a problem. Obviously, just your basic buttons. They're super easy, but we'll get more into that later. So I think that's going to wrap up this, just the basic setup. I don't want to have this video too long. That way it's pretty easy for anybody that's just coming here to look for a basic setup. I hope you guys found this helpful. If you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.